Okay, let me solve it on board. The first things I want to say, from question 1 to 8, from question 1 to 8, 7 is all about the college algebra, linear equation stuff. I think this is not so hard. Let me start with the question 9. Because starting with question 9 is a little bit tougher. So I'm gonna start with questions 9. For the first one, fx plus h, right? Fx plus h, just replace the x by x plus h, right? X plus h. Now we're gonna solve it. X plus h times x plus h. Distribution. Distribution. And we can simplify it. Distribution. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's the answer for the first one. And the problem B is fx plus h subtract fx. So that means we plug in this guy. Subtract the original one, right? And we can simplify it. Cancel out. So we will get the answer for the problem B, question B. Okay. C. So idea is very simple. Divide by h. So we can factor the h, right? And then cancel out. We have. That's it. Okay. So that's the answer for the question C. Question C. Okay, just factor the h, cancel out the h. Right. Now let's go to problem 11. Let's address the odd number questions. Okay. Problem 11 is about limits. Okay, limits. So here x approaches 0 from left hand side, right? Left hand side. So from left hand side, we have this point. This point has y value that is 2, right? X approaches 0 from right hand side. We have a curve, right? From right hand side approaches this point has y value that is 2. Since these two are equivalent, so that means it's equals 2. And F0, draw a vertical line, you will find a solid point here, right? So that guy is 2. Okay, is 2. That's it. So that's the problem 11, okay? Now let's try problem 12, okay, 12. So x approaches 2 from left-hand side, right? Left-hand side. Let's check the curve. X approaches 2 here. The curve approaches this point. This point has y value that is 4. So this guy is 4, right? And x approaches 2 from right-hand side. And the curve approaches this point. This point has y value that is 3, right? And since these two are not equivalent, so that means the limit doesn't exist. Very good. F2. F2 means we're gonna draw a vertical line and we find the solid point is here. So this guy is 3. Okay, that's it. Now let's try very similar for the question 13. Okay, for the question 13. X approaches 1 from left-hand side. Oh. Okay, x approaches 1 from left-hand side, and the curve approaches this point. This point has y value that is 1. Okay, and then x approaches 1 from right-hand side, and the curve approaches this point. This point has y value that is 2. And these two are not equivalent, right? That means doesn't exist. Okay, limit doesn't exist. F1, we need to try to draw a vertical line here, and we couldn't find a solid point on this vertical line. So that means doesn't exist. Okay, that's it. Let's try the problem 15. It's very similar like we did before, right? 15. X approaches 3 from left-hand side. And the curve approaches this point. This point has y value that is 0. Similar from right-hand side. And the curve approaches this point has 0. Since these two are equivalent, right? That means this exists and the value is 0. And of course, we're gonna draw a vertical line. And we found a solid point. The solid point has y value is 2. So that means this guy is 2, okay? Now let's go forward. Let's try the 17, okay? 17 here is not indeterminate form. We can directly plug in, right? So 5 times 3 equals 15. So this guy is 15, right? It's very easy, right? Plug in. Now let's try problem 19. Okay, problem 19 is a little bit tricky. Let's try the first one. When you plug in the 0, okay, when you plug in the 0, 0 is 0 over, oh, sorry, it's -9 over 0, right? -9 over 0, that means the limit doesn't exist, right? It's not 0 over 0. It's -9 over 0. So be careful, doesn't exist, okay? Doesn't exist. And for this guy, when you plug in 9 here, you're gonna get a 0 over 0. Okay, 0 over 0. That means we're gonna use it's an indeterminate form. The indeterminate form. Do you still remember the indeterminate form? Okay, so using factoring method, what are you gonna do? Okay, factoring method. Cancel out. It's 1 over x. So the answer should be 1 over 9, right? Or 1 over 9. Is that clear? Okay, so indeterminate form. Now for the problem C, we can plug in 89, 81 subtract 9, 81 square times 81, right? So 72, 81 times 72, we will get, oh, do I make mistake? Yeah, we should get 1 over 81. Let me check the answer. Problem 19. Yeah, that's correct. The answer should be 1 over 81. Okay, 1 over 81. Right, very straightforward. You can use your calculator. Use your calculator to simplify. 1 over 81. Now let's try the 21. 21. Again, for the 21, we need to check whether this guy is indeterminate form or not, right? So how to check? Plug in the number, right? Plug in the number here. It is a indeterminate form, right? It's 0 over 0. So what does that mean? So we can use factoring method. This is x subtract 5, x plus 5, right? Because a square, I wish you guys still remember, a square equal subtract b square should be right. So basically x squared subtract 5 square, x subtract 5 times x plus 5, right? We cancel out 1 here. Okay, then you can plug in. Here should be negative 5. Negative 5 should be 0 over negative 10 should be 0. So this the answer for this guy should be 0. Okay. And for this guy should be easy. All right. You just need to plug in 0 here. All right. So plug in 0, 5 squared, 25. Plug in 0 here, negative 25 is negative 1. If this guy is not 0 over 0, you just need to plug in to the trick. And for the last one, let's try to figure it out. Okay. You can see that is 10 squared, right? It's 10 squared. So it's not 0 over 0, but it is the constant divided by 0. doesn't exist, right? Because the denominator never be zero, right? Never be zero. So this guy doesn't exist, right? Doesn't exist. Okay, I will spend a little bit more time for the problem 20. First of all, when you plug in the 7, plug in 7 for both numerator and the denominator, you will find out that is 0 over 0, okay? 0 over 0. So that means we need to factor the numerator. How to factor it? This is a quadratic polynomials. Okay, polynomials. We do the x times x squared is x times x. So negative 35, we can do negative 7 times 5, right? Negative 7 times 5 is negative 35. So we do the cross product. X times 5 is 5x. X times negative 7 is negative mx. That equals negative 2x. So that's exactly this guy. That means we can factor this guy. X subtract 7, x plus 5. So x subtract 7, x plus 5 divided by this guy. Okay, divided by this guy. Okay, now cancel out. And plug in, we're gonna get this guy is 12. Okay, this guy is 12. And for the second one, you just needed to plug in 0 here, right? Plug in the 0. Plug in 0 here is negative 35, negative 7 is fine. And for the last one, you're gonna get negative 5. Negative 5, you plug in the negative 5. Right, you plug in the negative 5 here. And you will get the denominator is 0. The numerator is 0. The denominator is negative 5, negative 12. You will get 0. Okay. Sorry, this is negative 5. Okay, plug in the negative 5 for the numerator. Use your calculator. You will find the numerator is 0. And the denominator is negative 12. That's it. You will get negative 12. Okay, negative 12. So 0 over negative 12 should be 0. Okay, 0. Okay, so let's take a look. Question 18. Question 18, you can plug in negative 8, right? Negative 8 squared by 8 subtract negative 8. So you will get 64 subtract 5. The denominator is gonna be subtract negative 8 plus 8, 16. So the answer should be 59 over 16. That's it. Okay, just plug in this number. Okay.